In this video, what I will say, no YouTuber or no YouTube video has told till date, because I am going to talk about what a aspect or a viewpoint which no one have shared in internet. I think so, no one. After a deep observation on 3 to 4 books, I have got this information, or you can say a incitement. So the board India versus China war is a what is called traditional war in South Asian geopolitics. It's very much impactful, and we cannot neglect that. The border is not a line; it's a mindset war. In people thinks India versus China is about the land, but the truth is borders are not fences. They are old scars from broken empires. India doesn't just defend land, we defend a way of being. China's border moves with bulldozers, our moves with belief, memory, emotion. If you are losing land, you lose it. But if you protect your truth, no army can take it. That's the aspect. So after this, if you say number 2 point, China doesn't fear war. It fears India's chaos. China likes control, everything planned, but India is the unpredictable fire. They don't know what to fear more: our democracy, our argument, or our freedom. What can't be calculated can't be conquered. The freedom in India cannot be what is called calculated. The happiness, yes, it is true that the happiness index of India globally ranking is wrong, but they are the Western views. That is not a Indian views. I live in India. I know about India. India's biggest weapon is its chaos, because chaos is conscious. You cannot ignore that. Third point, China plans by the century, India breeds by the moment. China builds a 100 years plan, India watches the breed. Expert thinks India has no vision, but the truth is India doesn't rush because we already live in times full circle. China may win the race, but India doesn't run races. India waits, watches, then transform. That's what makes our nation a bit more congested in this modern age of freedom and what is called socialist democratic country, or a democratic era of world politics. The real war is between AI and awakening. China builds artificial intelligence, no doubt. India builds awakening intelligence. One wants to program your thoughts, the what is called other wants to dissolve them. This is not just geopolitics, it's soul politics. In the end, chips may fail. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. It's true. But chance echoes forever. Forever. No last. No fast. It's just forever. Peace is the mastery of inner war. Everyone talks about war and peace. But what if peace is not the absence of war, but the mastery of pain? What? Am I doubting? I'm just giving a conclusion. India doesn't fear death. We have lived with it for 5,000 years. China controls bodies. India transforms minds. Victory is not silence on borders, it is stillness in the soul. Everybody must know it. And the American aspects, they also knew this very properly. Tawang is not land, it's memory. Why does China want Tawang? It's not for territory, it's to erase a memory. China want to erase the culture of Indian civilization. It will directly affect our culture, because if they can harm the free and fair democratic values and ethos, it can automatically give an enhancement to the Chinese what is called way of thinking as a communism country, or maybe anything they want. This is where the sixth Dalai Lama was born. To China, it's a village. To India, it's a sacred vibration. They want maps. We have mantras. And mantras last longer than maps. Everyone knows. The West seeks power. India seeks dharma. Harvard teaches leadership, but India teaches dharma, responsibility beyond ego. West says be the fast, innovate the discovery, do something more innovative no one has done. But India, we advise the world to remove our ego. See, I'm not saying a general viewpoint, it's just an allied viewpoint of some intellectual of country. It may be something somewhat different. China wants to dominate Asia, everybody knows. India wants to preserve it. Power is temporary, but dharma is what sustains civilization. In this war, the winner is not the strongest, it is the most aligned. Geopolitics is karma in motion. Repeat this with me. Geopolitics is just karma in slow motion. No need to fear that. What if India and China were once brothers in ancient yogas? Now split? Now returning to conflict again? Harvard won't say this, but history knows. No, Harvard will say. History knows that. Until karma is seen, the war repeats. Infrastructure is steel, but imagination is destiny. China builds bridges, India builds ideas. A dam lasts 50 years, a story lasts 5,000 years. They create factories, we create philosophies. You can invade in city, you cannot invade a civilization of imagination. It's my viewpoint. You cannot ignore that. India doesn't want to win. It wants to remain a what is called immortal soul in this whole world of chaos. China wants victory. The West wants dominance. But India just wants to exist in truth. No need to rule. No need to conquer. Just to remain rooted, raw, real. This is what makes our nationalism best in the world. Our nationalism is not blind. It's not andhvak or what is called Hindutvavadi. It's nothing. It's just a prep way to preserve our country and its constitution, its value, its ethos, and its human security and human freedom, which is the foremost importance in every aspect of politics, every aspect of the world. This is survival through surrender to